Hello everyone, Ladydewinter here, and today, well, we harvested garlic, and this is going to turn out to be kind of a fail video, this first part of the video, because my harvest was not very good. This is the biggest, I think this is a garlic that was in the garden. As you see, they didn't get very big. Now, my failure on that one was I forgot that there was a bottom underneath that raised bed. I had put weed cloth down, put the soil on top of that and the cinder blocks around it on top of plastic weed cloth. My bad, my screw up. But we're going to try to process what we have today. We're going to take and stick this in the dehydrator, but just wanted to update you on the garlic harvest itself. So, here it is. These are the onions that I pulled so far that look like they were dying. So I went ahead and pulled them up, and yeah, we got a couple small ones. But, you know, hey, it is what it is, guys. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's what gardening is all about. That's what gardening is all about. Sometimes your stuff does really well, sometimes it does really bad. Now, I pulled this probably early, but in defense of pulling it so early, the garlic was dying. The plants were dying. So, and if I let the plants die, then the garlic would stop growing anyway, and it would start going to rot in the ground. So I decided to just go ahead and pull it all and call it a loss. We had a lot of rain. That contributed to the situation with the fact that there was a bottom to that garden, so all that stuff got more rain and water than it needed. So, you know, and then the heat hit. We went from cold to hot to cold to hot to cold to hot, and then hot and rainy. So, yeah, it's not a bad harvest. I mean, we can still use it. I'm going to dehydrate it all. So, thank you. Until next time, this is Ladydewinter reminding you that you're never too old to game, and sometimes in gardening, you fail. Okay, we are back. Now, we have chopped up all the garlic. That's what we got out of all that garlic. We have chopped up all the onions. Now, here comes, whoa, that's some strong onions. Here comes the fun part now. Pause. This is the Nesco food dehydrator, the American Harvest. I got this as a Christmas present. I love it. I love this thing. And that is what we're going to do with all of the onions and garlic. So, first thing we're going to do is take this top off of it and remove the cord out from under it. Then we're going to take these trays out, because this is what we're actually going to put the food on. And I hate this, but my kitchen table just ain't big enough, guys. Sorry about that. So we'll put that over there. Now, here's the trays. What we're going to do is gently spread all of this out on these trays. Now, some of it's going to fall through, and there's nothing I can do about that because it's tiny. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's falling through to the table down there. So, yeah, okay. I'm going to have to put one of this back on here. There we go. So, yeah. It's falling through, so we're going to have to do this a little bit differently, guys. Yeah, okay. So, as you can see, a lot of it fell through. It should be okay down there on the bottom. We'll see. Hopefully it will be. I don't have anything to put on it. You can buy trays, but I can't find the trays for it. The plastic things that go on it. So that's what we're going to do with that. We're going to just spread all of this out here. And we got to kind of spread it around a little bit so it's nice and cool. So there's one. Yeah, we're going to spread this out a little bit. And I'm sorry for the sniffling, but onions make you cry. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but okay. So there we go. There's that. Now we're going to put this tray on top of it, and we're going to start spreading our onions. Stop the video. Okay, now we're going to spread the onion rings out on it, and we're going to spread those out so that they're nice and apart from each other. Hopefully I've got enough trays for this, or we're going to have to freeze some of this. But that's okay too. Freezing it's not bad for it. So, yeah. we'll put all this out like this and now these thinner ones will dehydrate faster than the fatter ones. So now this is not how everyone does their onions and stuff. This is how I do it, okay? Oh, wow. Woo! Onion burn. Onion burn. Whew. So anyway, and I'm not going to make you sit through the entire thing of me spreading onions on these trays because I know that will get very, very boring. But I did want to show you what we were doing to get these dehydrating. So, we'll be back in a minute with all these trays full. And here we go. Here is our trays full of onions and garlic. Awesomeness. Now, next thing we're going to do is put this lid on. Make sure all the little trays are snug together. And then we're going to take it over to where I'm going to put this at. And yeah. I don't have the room in the kitchen. So, the old desk is going to come in very, very handy, I think, if the cord will reach. Now we got the dehydrator going at 135, which was the recommended for vegetables. So, there we go. It's on and going. Now, to process the rest of the onions, because I couldn't get them all in here, I could do one of two things. I could save them and finish them in there, but what's the sense in that when you can freeze them? Come with me. Okay, as you see, we have a lot left over. Now, I could put those in the fridge and let them sit and dehydrate them in the next batch, but why bother? Because I'm going to have a bunch more onions come through. So why not freeze them? All it takes, and this is really, onions is one of the easiest things on earth to freeze, guys. You don't have to blanch them, you don't have to do anything. You throw them in a freezer bag, like so. You make sure you get all that oniony goodness, and you don't have to separate them or anything. They will be just fine in the freezer like this. When you need them for a recipe, you grab a handful and boom, you got onions. So, let's get every bit of that oniony goodness. Okay, one more little piece. All right, put that aside. Now, you've got your freezer bag. You date it. You write what's on it. And then kind of smush it out a little bit. You smush the air out. You want to smush all the air out gently. You don't want to hurt your veggies, but you do want to smush the air out. And then you simply seal it. Now, then you take said bag. You take it over here to the freezer, and you throw it in the freezer. Ta-da! Onions. Yes. So, there we go. Now, that's, like I said, only half the harvest. I'll be doing another video in the next couple days to show you what all is happening in the garden. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Until next time, this Ladydewinter reminding you that you're never too old to get the game. And sometimes garden failures turn out to be okay. Bye-bye for now.